Hey, my name is Brian Watson, and for my kind of how-to video today, I'm going to be talking about my favorite book. I'm a complete business nerd and read about 50 business books a year, and so the book that I'm going to be talking about today is called The Pumpkin Plan. It's a book by Mike Michalowicz, and in this book, Mike talks about how to pumpkin plan your business, and this is a strategy for scaling any company. And he actually compares growing a business to being a giant pumpkin planner. And so I'm going to give you a quick synopsis of the book. So in the pumpkin plan, Mike Michalowicz talks about growing our business. We should approach growing our business like giant pumpkin farmers approach growing giant pumpkins. And here's how it goes. So in order to be a giant pumpkin farmer, your goal is really to grow the biggest pumpkin possible. And you have to start with seeds. And so you can't have any pumpkin seed. You have to have the right types of pumpkin seeds. These are very specific seeds that have been bred for generations that are all about growing giant pumpkins. And so first you have to pick the right seeds. And then as your pumpkin is growing, other pumpkins are going to pop up around it and steal resources from that pumpkin. If you want to build and grow the largest pumpkin possible, you have to actually cut those pumpkins off so they don't steal resources from your giant pumpkin. And so what Mike Michalowicz talks about in his book is growing a business, you should be doing the same thing. So one of the things that often prohibits businesses from growing is trying to go too wide, too quick. And so maybe we go after too many different types of customers or whatever. As business owners and business operators, what we should really be asking ourselves are, just like the pumpkin planner says, what is the best seed that I can use to grow my giant pumpkin? As business operators, we should be thinking, who are our very best clients and why? Are these people who pay us the most money? Are these people that we are equipped to be able to service and provide value to the very best, right? And so if we can figure out who is our very best clients, and we can clone them, our company is going to grow really fast. As we continue to find our best clients, the next question is we want to go out and get more of them. And so as our company starts to grow and we're gaining traction, the temptation oftentimes is to start focusing on a bunch of other clients. And actually what we need to do in order to keep growing our business is kind of counterintuitive. You want to cut off any clients that are not in your kind of ideal persona. And so that is really the strategy. I helped use this strategy in the company that I was at before to build a company. So my friend had a video production company and I worked with him to pumpkin plan his business. We went through a process. We downloaded spreadsheets of the last 3 years and we looked at every single customer that he had ever had over a 3-year period of time. He had a video production company. And so he had all sorts of different clients. He had big clients. He had a local coffee shop who wanted commercials. He had people that wanted wedding videos filmed for him. We went through all 3 years and figured out who was the very best clients for him. And what we ended up learning was that manufacturing companies doing $10 million or sales or more were the best clients that he had worked with. These clients were big enough that they could actually pay him to increase the production value, and he could spend more time on these projects, meaning that the end results, the final videos that he was sending over to them were a lot more high quality than someone who only had maybe like $1,500 to film a quick video or something like that, or a commercial, a 30-second commercial. So working with larger clients that had bigger budgets allowed him to really provide higher quality and higher value projects. The other thing that we realized when going through this process was bigger companies had more expensive problems that needed solved. And so we could use films and leverage them as tools to solve some of the biggest problems that these companies were facing. And so by identifying who our clients were and knowing why we were providing value to them, then we were able to build a strategy for going and getting more of them. And so after we defined who those clients were, we started setting up partnerships with local trade associations that were working specifically with manufacturing companies. And it enabled us to go in and get in front of many more large manufacturing companies, which allowed us to refine our portfolio. And then our whole portfolio is built out for just this specific group. We used that strategy and pumpkin planned our business, which allowed us to go from about 13,000 a month to over 90,000 a month in sales in just 2 years. And so Pumpkin Plan is one of my favorite business books. It's a really great kind of matrix for thinking about how you're going to grow your business. And it's something that I would highly recommend.